All right, welcome everyone for another video. It's Sylvain here. Another nice video I've got today talking about genuine retweets with Nikki New and Ben Skelton. So thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us, man. Delighted to be here, as always. Thank you, Sylvain.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so we did in the previous video on genuine retweets, and then we talked about, different, especially with Nikki, we talked about different topics around BSV. And on this one, I wanted to focus on genuine retweets, getting over some questions that are always asked and stuff like that. So we're going to be covering that throughout this video. So first question that we got is genuine retweets getting paid for their tweets?
No, we don't view it like that, Sylvain. It's more really engaging with things that you want to engage with, right? So, for example, when I use the service myself, I don't actually retweet a lot of the stuff, not all of it. I mainly do the ones which I want to do. And, that's what we encourage everyone to do. So we don't really see it as that. And we've noticed in the patterns as well that, other people are sort of behaving that way as well. It's not just a case of like a race to see. It's more, supporting causes that you want to support, as opposed to just, getting paid for a flat retweet.
So something like 70% of people don't retweet a given tweet. I guess it doesn't suit them, it doesn't, it's not their thing. So that's partly due to the quality of the people we have, I think.
And then I did a video recently about TonicPow as well, and it seems to be kind of almost the same thing. So if you share, let's say, an article or something like that, a video, CoinGeek article, whatever, any kind of advertisers that's got a campaign going, essentially, you can, get BSV for that Bitcoin, right? Is that is that similar? How is that different from TonicPow per se?
Oh, that's a really good one. TonicPow, there were certain things that we saw going on with some of their links, which we wanted to try and change. Some of those things were like with giveaways. Some of the adverts that I saw going out were TonicPow links, and the people that were advertising those just saying stuff like, share, follow me, and then someone's going to win some money. Whether that's effective or not, I'm not entirely sure. But we wanted to try and avoid that for people that want to do it through what we do, just so they don't have to sort of give up money to that type of advertising if they don't want. So, just to give them an alternative. So there's less freedom over how a business can get their link out there, right, with something like genuine retweets, but the quality is, I'd say, guaranteed because of the vetting process that we have to put people through in order to use the service, you see. And with the links that are shared with us, we do that directly through businesses who come to us, and they know how the process works, and it's all done very privately, so which causes a natural engagement on social media, which in turn for our clients up until now has been working really, really well. So go back to TonicPow. I mean, they've got some brilliant things going on there. And I've also noticed that one of our clients actually used a TonicPow link with genuine retweets. And from what that person said, they had their best ever results from what they were looking for. There you have someone combining the two services, and benefiting from both.
I think you could add as well the TonicPow have seen some problems and have been working on it, because if you look in their blog, they've added conversion tracking, right? So that could eliminate spammy clicks. So yeah, I think they get it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's brilliant. I didn't even think of that, like just combining the two of them. So obviously it serves a different purpose, but I think if you wrote an article and then you want to really showcase it, then you can obviously build your tweet and then have the TonicPow link in there for your article, if it could be CoinGeek or whatever site that could be there,
Well,
applicable to their campaigns anyway at the moment. And then they contact you with Genuine Retweets, and then they get that one going. So it's kind of a doubling effort, but I
yeah,
think it could work
definitely.
well,
I mean,
I think, right? So
yeah, I mean, at the moment we're focused on Twitter for obvious reasons, and that's where our service, I suppose, really comes into its own, because we can, make nice support happen and engagement happen in a very natural way, which is what we were trying to do from the start. So Twitter is a place we're focused on at the moment, and I think, well, to my knowledge, TonicPow is supposed to be like not just on Twitter, but in other places, like a full-on marketing service, to my knowledge. So that obviously their links can be shared on other places. I've done that myself. I've shared TonicPow links on many different platforms. Yeah. So, there are sort of slight differences, but I'd say Twitter is the place that we've focused on and gone for, and sort of trying to understand the best and do the very best job we can for clients on that particular platform at the moment.
So many people putting out good stuff like yourself, and it's a little bit disappointing to see the viewer numbers. Yeah, I mean, your videos do pretty well compared to most, but especially when you see say CoinGeek video with just 100 or 2 views, that it doesn't do them justice. Yeah, so
no, you're right. Yeah,
that.
and again, for me, it depends what kind of video it is. Sometimes if I have a guest or something like that, then I can get a bit more traction. Depending, I think Bitcoin BSV is not recognized a whole lot yet, so I think the videos on, like, I think HandCash was pretty good. I got like 300, but it's nothing like like going into the Ks and stuff like that, which should be there in fact, but I think it's not quite there. And then CoinGeek, even though like it's even professional made almost right at that point, and it's still not getting really the traction. But I think we still have to. I think the only part I can do, I think, is just keep putting content out there, and then eventually, hopefully, we're gonna get more recognition out of it. But
not hopefully, because you've got Genuine Retweets, and what we intend to do
exactly.
is we will ensure that businesses who work with us will get engagements, and we'll ensure that that's done the right way. On Twitter, our business development is our focus, Sylvain, business development. So we want to deliver that every single time we work with someone, and it's working. When we're speaking to clients now, we're sort of having nice conversations about how to structure a tweet. Something I've learned from Arman at TDXP is taking TLC over one tweet. And sometimes, at the beginning, this could be an hour, 2 hours to make sure, get it right, and many iterations of one tweet to deliver a certain specific message. And I think if people sort of take it to that level, and they use the correct language and approach it in the right way, then sales or views or whatever it is the person is looking for has a much better chance. Now, going back a couple of minutes there, if the people that are sharing that stuff are trusted within your particular community, and everybody knows and everybody sees, and that you get that as well. Oh, this is all these. Oh, I know all these people. This is strange. Something must be happening over here. That's different to here's 1,000 from maybe 250 fake accounts, maybe 250 people that just happen to see that there was some money being given away, or in this day and age where online there's so many people coming online now, the numbers going up and up and up all the time. So is numbers as important as real engagement at the moment? I think for many businesses it's not. And if you look at the number of businesses coming into inception online, especially since the coronavirus, what's they supposed to rely on? Just pure numbers, all of them, because that's what the advertising models do at the moment. This one relies on real people who engage, that create a very real scenario for, if you think about that, what you're putting out, you can really do something. So every time Ben and I have used it as a personal service, we have long conversations about the tweet. and that's how it should be approached, really, from all the businesses that use it. That's what I would do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like usually I put my I'm gonna do the video and then obviously come up with a title. I put that, maybe put a couple of emojis there, and then maybe align with some of the hashtags and so on. And then I put my thumbnail. So I kind of build it that way. Maybe there's even a better way to do it. I'll certainly look into that as well. And we didn't cover it too much but for your background, Ben, when it comes to developers and stuff like that, like where are you coming from with that? Like, when did you start? Like, are you working on specific languages, like programming wise? What's kind of your background? And
yeah, developing for many decades. I hear that you're into Flutter or learning Flutter, right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, we should talk about that Flutter. Yeah, exactly. I'm just new to it. Obviously, as you see me like struggling to talk about it already. Yeah, it's I've just started to I installed it on my computer. I purchased a course. It was recommended from someone actually in the BSV space there that's already like building something. And yeah, he's like, look at that course, Flutter, because you're like, if you want to do something a bit more focused towards like apps and stuff like that, start with this one. I mean, it doesn't really matter where to start when it comes to those languages. Like I heard about JS, obviously JavaScript and all that. It's like, well, give that one a shot and then try to stick to it. And I started it, but the course, and then I'm just like kind of the basics of it, like whenever I can with the videos and the full-time work as well. So I try to do about a couple of hours a week to learn it.
Smart. I think it's a smart move. I think it's probably got a good chance of being the future of web apps and mobile apps. And as demonstrated perhaps by HandCash, I think HandCash, one of the reasons it's so popular is that smooth interface on your mobile phone. Yeah,
exactly.
Animations, how snappy, how smooth it is.
Yeah,
a superior experience, right?
Yeah,
and that's on Flutter.
Yeah, Flutter. And do you have any experience with it, or are you working off?
We're doing something for Genuine Retweets on that right now.
Okay.
And I'm out here in the Philippines and managed to find some good talent to help me.
Yeah.
So hopefully we build up a little crew, because thankfully Genuine Retweets is earning enough to pay some wages. Probably down to Nick's good marketing. Yeah,
exactly, because I heard Nikki is not going to be doing any course anytime soon on Flutter or stuff like that, because he likes it so much, developing, I think.
I love it, man.
From my previous video anyway. Go back to it and watch it, and then he's got a portion in there where it's like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to learn it.
Yeah, I think the advantage, not only do you get a nice flashy end result, but it's done by Google. Despite being our evil overlords, Google, when they design something, they do it properly, and it's fairly reliable in my experience compared to JavaScript frameworks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Google is going anywhere anytime soon, obviously, building that. And then they just recently launched that Flutter 2.0, and then they integrate now Windows, I think Mac, Linux, and also web apps on top of Android and also iPhone, right? So I think it's going to get massive, especially with that. It's probably huge. Like now that if you just thought of launching apps, now you'll be able to do like all of them, like the web ones. And so I think, what can Genuine Retweets do for business? You're a business, obviously, we've talked about it a little bit, but they knock at the door, they contact you. What can they do? What can you do for them, essentially?
You should do a demo, Nick.
Yeah, let's do a demo and we'll show you live exactly what we can do, right? But
there you go.
Before we go into that, Sylvain, what we can do is we treat every single one like an individual. So just little things like, contacting people after, like yourself when I contacted you, to see how did it go. We want to know because we want to get results. So we can do that for businesses. We can support short, medium, long-term plans for social media growth, especially on Twitter at the moment. We can do that discreetly. We can do it efficiently. We can do it for one of the best costs you'll find on the entire internet. So we can really help businesses out, get the word out there, get really good engagement, and help them grow. People like yourself get views, businesses getting customers, getting followers and engagement. That's pretty much it, really. So we can do it all, man.
Do a lot of stuff, and I think we covered a lot of it already on that. And then can it be for specific jobs? So like, do you support all types of jobs again? Like it's pretty much anything, right?
You've got to be cunning. I saw Ben made a comment on a post the other day about a guy being slightly cunning. I think it was he was sharing his Haste link or another website. I can't remember now, but hey, he let us know that he needed something like 2 referrals off that link, and he ended up getting 5 or 6. So I think he doubled his money plus more, and now he's getting residual for quite some time, all because he'd done some business with Genuine Retweets, who were rather concerned about his post and tried to ensure, to our very best abilities, that got engagement.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, especially even I'm thinking maybe it's not quite popular, but like the affiliate marketers, the network marketers, they can even use something like that to they're not quite present. Well, there's some of them on Twitter, but it seems to be more of an Instagram, Facebook.
Would people share it is the question. I mean, would people share it as well? Like, yeah, we're trying to sort of develop this culture of like I say, people, you know, actually sharing stuff they really want to share. There's going to be enough money for everybody. And yeah, the payments, you know, will over time get more and more and more. You know, people are making comments already saying, wow, there's quite a lot of money coming in for this service. People who are using it and doing the retweets, you know, there's a lot of happy people out there. So you know, that's going to get better and better, basically, and more, we hope. It will, really.
And now, how do you manage Genuine Retweets, like social media and then the Genuine Retweets? So obviously, as people have stated before, you're not sitting there and you know, manually sending 10 cents every to every people that retweet it. So obviously there's some automation out of it. How does that work?
I'll tell you what we're going to do right here, right now. Yeah, we're going to demonstrate the power of Genuine Retweets live on the Sylvain Cloutier show.